Your uncle is a businesswoman. Your uncle is a businesswoman. To nudge. To nudge. They made a cake for their friend's birthday. They made a cake for their friend's birthday. If only they could meet their favorite celebrity. If only they could meet their favorite celebrity. Shouldn't I conclude at dawn? Shouldn't I conclude at dawn? Is he a trainer? Is he a trainer? He was rescued that night. He was rescued that night. I don't want to buy the car. I don't want to buy the car. Can't they do accounting every year? Can't they do accounting every year? I didn't see any effect when working with it. I did not see any contribution. I didn't see any effect when working with it. I did not see any contribution. Excuse me, where is the toilet? Excuse me, where is the toilet? Is your grandson a lumberjack? Is your grandson a lumberjack? I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. Should not be a leader every month. Should not be a leader every month. We'll run into more obstacles down the road. We'll run into more obstacles down the road. We should have chosen a different restaurant for dinner. We should have chosen a different restaurant for dinner. He goes to work by car. He goes to work by car. I was cleaning my room yesterday. I was cleaning my room yesterday. Inspiring. Inspiring. We will ship after today. We will ship after today. Then he will be watching. Then he will be watching. This is his book. This is his book. Long time no see. Long time no see. Are we locked in next year? Are we locked in next year? Recline your seat on airplanes. Recline your seat on airplanes. He got up early to go for a run. He got up early to go for a run. We have lived in this city for 5 years. We have lived in this city for 5 years. I want to go on vacation this summer. I want to go on vacation this summer. I shouldn't hide 10 years. I shouldn't hide 10 years. Moreover. Moreover. Can't vote weekly? Can't vote weekly? Is it finalized after 4 centuries? Is it finalized after 4 centuries? Can't it sink? Can't it sink? Previously protected. Previously protected. I cannot reach this page. You? I cannot reach this page. You? After 3 nights, we're not botanists. After 3 nights, we're not botanists. Can't I trust a minute ago? Can't I trust a minute ago? He was directed to the exit by the security guard. He was directed to the exit by the security guard. Is our grandson a gynecologist? Is our grandson a gynecologist? Will he pay? Will he pay? Insufficient data prevented our analysis. Insufficient data prevented our analysis. You will need to pay your bills. You will need to pay your bills. Can you help me solve this crossword puzzle? Can you help me solve this crossword puzzle? The dishwasher is full, can you empty it? The dishwasher is full, can you empty it? In the end everything went well. In the end everything went well. Can the result be after 3 weeks? Can the result be after 3 weeks? Let me go. Let me go. That means. His brothers were lecturers. His brothers were lecturers. Can't they fill? Can't they fill? Annie had a cold too. Annie had a cold too. Can I train 5 weeks ago? Can I train 5 weeks ago? Is he a songwriter at 5 a.m.? Is he a songwriter at 5 a.m.? Your friend was the mayor. Your friend was the mayor. Are they supposed to decline at 1 a.m.? Are they supposed to decline at 1 a.m.? We did not exercise in the afternoon. We did not exercise in the afternoon. No annual commitment should be made. No annual commitment should be made. Are we rarely nutritionists? Are we rarely nutritionists? Worked at the school for 3 years. Worked at the school for 3 years. Can't I exist every day? Can't I exist every day? Do I have a contract every week? Do I have a contract every week? I like to listen to music while studying. I like to listen to music while studying. Follow me. Follow me. All my secrets. All my secrets. Although the movie received mixed reviews, I enjoyed watching it. Although the movie received mixed reviews, I enjoyed watching it. How do you peel this off? How do you peel this off? I have a lot of dogs. I have a lot of dogs. You must return library books on time. You must return library books on time. She would have been a great actress if she had followed him. She would have been a great actress if she had followed him. Can I use my smart card for mobile payments? Can I use my smart card for mobile payments? They usually have dinner at a restaurant. They usually have dinner at a restaurant. They used computers to do their homework. They used computers to do their homework. Is our sister a sheriff? Is our sister a sheriff? When the doorbell rings, go and open the door. When the doorbell rings, go and open the door. I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. Can you get me a glass of water? Can you get me a glass of water? Have you seen this movie before it won an award? Have you seen this movie before it won an award? Do you have any siblings? Do you have any siblings? Why are you studying English? Because I want to travel the world. Why are you studying English? Because I want to travel the world. He will be an architect in 2 nights. He will be an architect in 2 nights. She wasn't usually a policewoman. She wasn't usually a policewoman. We went hiking in the mountains. We went hiking in the mountains. Actually, I was working with John too. Actually, I was working with John too. Children love to watch cartoons on TV. Children love to watch cartoons on TV. We walked all over the city to see famous places. We walked all over the city to see famous places. Can't we sit for 2 p.m.? Can't we sit for 2 p.m.? My family is very important to me. My family is very important to me. The students had already left the classroom when the teacher entered. The students had already left the classroom when the teacher entered. It can be a busy day at work. It can be a busy day at work. After 5 evenings, he cannot object. After 5 evenings, he cannot object. Loyalty. Loyalty. They come from different countries but have a common language. They come from different countries but have a common language. We were a family. We were a family. If it rains tomorrow, we'll stay inside. If it rains tomorrow, we'll stay inside. I have never eaten this. I have never eaten this. Relevant regional. Relevant regional. Would you swim in this lake? Would you swim in this lake? He tried to play the violin every day and as a result became a talented violinist. He tried to play the violin every day and as a result became a talented violinist. Wakes up. Wakes up. I am feeding the cat. I am feeding the cat. I have to catch the bus at 7 a.m. I have to catch the bus at 7 a.m. He wouldn't be a watchman every year. He wouldn't be a watchman every year. Is my stepmother the captain? Is my stepmother the captain? By this time next year, I will have finished my degree. By this time next year, I will have finished my degree. At noon we have to name. At noon we have to name. Is there a shoe aisle in the store? Is there a shoe aisle in the store? We should not pay after 1 hour. We should not pay after 1 hour. Is there any sugar in the bowl? Is there any sugar in the bowl? Can it warn every day? Can it warn every day? I want one of these. I want one of these. I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. As previously stated. As previously stated. How unforgettable. How unforgettable. He is a talented photographer and takes beautiful pictures. He is a talented photographer and takes beautiful pictures. You're kicking at sunset. You're kicking at sunset. Illustrator 5 not later in the morning. Illustrator 5 not later in the morning. You will need to buy a new phone. You will need to buy a new phone. Yes, we have several rooms with 2 beds. Yes, we have several rooms with 2 beds. His car is very expensive. His car is very expensive. You should study harder for the exam. You should study harder for the exam. Why don't you sit? Why don't you sit? You'll be waiting for the bus when I call you. You'll be waiting for the bus when I call you. Weren't you kidding then? Weren't you kidding then? He couldn't catch the bus on time. He couldn't catch the bus on time. Chatty, chatty. Haven't you done your internship now? Haven't you done your internship now? This concept is difficult to understand. This concept is difficult to understand. I will not be happy until my dreams come true. I will not be happy until my dreams come true. You usually don't approve. You usually don't approve. Were his grandchildren agents? Were his grandchildren agents? Wouldn't it be an oncologist every day? Wouldn't it be an oncologist every day? Grading chart. Grading chart. Do you have a lot of friends? Do you have a lot of friends? Fill it. Fill it. He was playing the piano in the concert hall. He was playing the piano in the concert hall. I'm clear at night. I'm clear at night. If they had studied harder, they would have passed the test. If they had studied harder, they would have passed the test. It can continue. It can continue. Do you know a good podcast to listen to? Do you know a good podcast to listen to? Can you tell me about a wedding and what it's like in your country? Can you tell me about a wedding and what it's like in your country? Hasn't he passed? Hasn't he passed? Her husband is a lawyer. Her husband is a lawyer. Can you tell me where the cleaning supplies are? Can you tell me where the cleaning supplies are? If I were a chef, I would open my own restaurant. If I were a chef, I would open my own restaurant. Means every year. Means every year. The banana was too ripe and I had to throw it away. The banana was too ripe and I had to throw it away. I want to sleep with you. I want to sleep with you. She danced in the school's talent show. She danced in the school's talent show. I can't focus. I can't focus. Guard. Guard. My father left home before I came. My father left home before I came. Is his half-brother an optician? Is his half-brother an optician? Birds sing in the trees. Birds sing in the trees. We'll sort it later. We'll sort it later. Can you set up a meeting for next week? Can you set up a meeting for next week? Could he have been a psychiatrist 5 centuries ago? Could he have been a psychiatrist 5 centuries ago? Listen to 6 speeches. Write down the food idiom you hear for each adjective. Listen to 6 speeches. Write down the food idiom you hear for each adjective. He could clean up at dusk. He could clean up at dusk. Is your father an orthopedist? Is your father an orthopedist? I don't want to lose my low prices for many things. I don't want to lose my low prices for many things. Do you sell fresh poultry and meat? Do you sell fresh poultry and meat? They are watching a movie right now. They are watching a movie right now. He has already packed his suitcase. He has already packed his suitcase. I'm feeling nauseous. I'm feeling nauseous. Why did you go? Why did you go? I thought you would help me. I thought you would help me. Doesn't it go away after 3 hours? Doesn't it go away after 3 hours? Didn't we get close 2 years ago? Didn't we get close 2 years ago? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Was your mother a football player? Was your mother a football player? He couldn't have done it without your help. He couldn't have done it without your help. Is his friend a notary? Is his friend a notary? He couldn't find his umbrella on a rainy day. He couldn't find his umbrella on a rainy day. Will you design often? Will you design often? Have you ever tried scuba diving? Have you ever tried scuba diving? I don't notice anything special about the example. I don't notice anything special about the example. He could play the piano very well. He could play the piano very well. How should I cook fresh tuna? How should I cook fresh tuna? They study all week for the exam. They study all week for the exam. Was her grandmother a songwriter? Was her grandmother a songwriter? Do we record these sessions normally? Do we record these sessions normally? Didn't they become a secretary next year? Didn't they become a secretary next year? Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. I continue every month. I continue every month. May not usually prevail. May not usually prevail. All students took the exam. All students took the exam. They live in a small town and enjoy the peace. They live in a small town and enjoy the peace. You go to the mall on Saturdays. You go to the mall on Saturdays. I'm going to the ski resort. I'm going to the ski resort. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. Why am I not helping you? Why am I not helping you? I cheated on my math test. I cheated on my math test. Couldn't it be a scavenger 2 days ago? Couldn't it be a scavenger 2 days ago? I couldn't solve. I couldn't solve. The exam was difficult. The exam was difficult. Your granddaughter is the photographer. Your granddaughter is the photographer. She danced at the party. She danced at the party. Do you like swimming? Do you like swimming? Can't we laugh in the twilight? Can't we laugh in the twilight? I shouldn't collect right now. I shouldn't collect right now. Shall we go to the cinema tomorrow night? Shall we go to the cinema tomorrow night? They hate cleaning their rooms. They hate cleaning their rooms. Should it change in general? Should it change in general? Breaking point. Breaking point. At least. At least. Offer. offer, can predict 10 years, can predict 10 years. Do you benefit? Do you benefit? We're late for the movie. We're late for the movie. Can you tell me where the bath tissue is? Can you tell me where the bath tissue is? It was delicious. It was delicious. He walked to school every day. He walked to school every day. She danced at the party last night. She danced at the party last night. I want you to be careful. I want you to be careful. Were you invisible in the twilight? Were you invisible in the twilight? Where can I find personal hygiene products? Where can I find personal hygiene products? Turn off your phone when the movie starts. Turn off your phone when the movie starts. I'm taller than Tommy. I'm taller than Tommy. We are going on a trip. We are going on a trip. Stereotypes. Stereotypes. Did not settle. Did not settle. Have you ever tried bungee jumping? Have you ever tried bungee jumping? What kind of toys do you like? What kind of toys do you like? Will he not serve? Will he not serve? We must accept. We must accept. Can't they assume? Can't they assume? Can you show me around? Can you show me around? Can't be a farmer sometimes? Can't be a farmer sometimes? He wasn't bartending every week. He wasn't bartending every week. Were your relatives geologists? Were your relatives geologists? I think I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. I think I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. Despite being nervous, she gave a great presentation. Despite being nervous, she gave a great presentation. He wouldn't complain. He wouldn't complain. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't know where you will be. I don't know where you will be. I have to organize my closet. I have to organize my closet. I don't like these cookies. Can I have chocolate instead? I don't like these cookies. Can I have chocolate instead? How often do they go on vacation? How often do they go on vacation? I will have finished all my projects by the end of the week. I will have finished all my projects by the end of the week. Can you explain to me? Can you explain to me? You should take care of yourself while traveling. You should take care of yourself while traveling. It's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. There are some books on the shelf if you're interested. There are some books on the shelf if you're interested. Wasn't she a masseuse 2 minutes ago? Wasn't she a masseuse 2 minutes ago? Where can I find candy and chocolates? Where can I find candy and chocolates? Our mother was an alchemist. Our mother was an alchemist. Today I got up early and had my breakfast too. Today I got up early and had my breakfast too. Were there grandchildren bus drivers? Were there grandchildren bus drivers? He needs to get a birthday present. He needs to get a birthday present. Get some rest. Get some rest. He gave his clothes to dry cleaners at the dry cleaners. He gave his clothes to dry cleaners at the dry cleaners. I always wear a seat belt in the car. I always wear a seat belt in the car. Then the president at 3 a.m. Then the president at 3 a.m. They practiced their presentation over and over and delivered flawlessly as a result. They practiced their presentation over and over and delivered flawlessly as a result. We are hiking in the mountains. We are hiking in the mountains. Do you have a gym? Do you have a gym? The Louvre Museum is the most visited art museum in the world. The Louvre Museum is the most visited art museum in the world. Our children were artists. Our children were artists. Can I have some paper, please? Can I have some paper, please? I wear glasses. I wear glasses. It's raining heavily outside. It's raining heavily outside. I shouldn't be a dentist in 4 days. I shouldn't be a dentist in 4 days. The sun was shining all morning, but then dark clouds appeared in the sky. The sun was shining all morning, but then dark clouds appeared in the sky. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to the airport. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. The room is clean. The room is clean. How should I cook fresh tuna? How should I cook fresh tuna? We were not sent. We were not sent. My mother was a great cook. My mother was a great cook. I love playing games and playing football with my sons. I love playing games and playing football with my sons. Songwriter every month. Songwriter every month. Would normally attend. Would normally attend. He didn't win every year. He didn't win every year. Can write. Can write. Is your uncle a factory worker? Is your uncle a factory worker? They went to a restaurant and ordered steak and potatoes. They went to a restaurant and ordered steak and potatoes. Please don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself. I've always wanted to have children. I've always wanted to have children. The movie starts at sunset. The movie starts at sunset. I could work. I could work. He listened to a podcast about history. He listened to a podcast about history. The load was too heavy to carry alone. The load was too heavy to carry alone. Could you feed? Could you feed? We went to a concert to listen to our favorite band. We went to a concert to listen to our favorite band. There is a glass on the table. There is a glass on the table. Are you not afraid? Are you not afraid? I went when I was in school. I went when I was in school. This is the house where I was born. This is the house where I was born. Will he be angling bi-weekly? Will he be angling bi-weekly? Can't train after 5 days? Can't train after 5 days? They had been dating for a year when they decided to get engaged. They had been dating for a year when they decided to get engaged. In the future, we will continue to strive for success. In the future, we will continue to strive for success. He is very shy and extremely creative. He is very shy and extremely creative. We will force. We will force. People often help the office. People often help the office. We play tennis every day. We play tennis every day. I prefer summer to winter. I prefer summer to winter. Sequoia trees are the tallest trees in the world. Sequoia trees are the tallest trees in the world. Don't you look? Don't you look? Should we change our approach? Should we change our approach? What is your return policy? What is your return policy? Write 5 book titles on health and wellness. Write 5 book titles on health and wellness. They should have finished remodeling by now. They should have finished remodeling by now. Do you have any cooking utensils? Do you have any cooking utensils? He doesn't want to go for a walk, and neither do I. He doesn't want to go for a walk, and neither do I. Doesn't that mean 3 p.m.? Doesn't that mean 3 p.m.? He usually goes to work by bus. He usually goes to work by bus. I will buy a new phone. I will buy a new phone. The blue car is more expensive than the green one. The blue car is more expensive than the green one. Will there be war soon? Will there be war soon? Likes to travel. Likes to travel. I don't expect anything from you. I don't expect anything from you. He always takes a nap after lunch. He always takes a nap after lunch. I won't remember after 5 nights. I won't remember after 5 nights. Can I get a rain check for a discounted item? Can I get a rain check for a discounted item? Wouldn't you believe next year? Wouldn't you believe next year? I think I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. I think I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. Can we be suspicious at sunrise? Can we be suspicious at sunrise? Actually, I want to say good things about Tommy, but not good things. Actually, I want to say good things about Tommy, but not good things. To shout. To shout. It can wait at noon. It can wait at noon. I don't want to buy this car. I don't want to buy this car. We need to find a solution to the problem as soon as possible. We need to find a solution to the problem as soon as possible. It is subtraction. It is subtraction. Can't we meet every day? Can't we meet every day? Sorry for interrupting. Sorry for interrupting. To pretend. To pretend. Where do you go when you are sick? Where do you go when you are sick? Take it back. Take it back. Wouldn't you be a clown at sunset? Wouldn't you be a clown at sunset? His half-brother was a postman. His half-brother was a postman. Which city? Which city? Can you evaluate every day? Can you evaluate every day? Not all of us agree with this decision. Not all of us agree with this decision. He has some money for the bus fare. He has some money for the bus fare. He read a newspaper in the morning. He read a newspaper in the morning. They may not be tailors every month. They may not be tailors every month. Is your colleague a pilot? Is your colleague a pilot? They would not experience. They would not experience. I spoke to my best friend on the phone. I spoke to my best friend on the phone. We will live in 5 years. We will live in 5 years. Weren't they often translators? Weren't they often translators? Some people prefer to live in the city, while others prefer to live in the countryside. Some people prefer to live in the city, while others prefer to live in the countryside. Were his grandchildren ministers? Were his grandchildren ministers? If the weather is nice, we will go swimming. If the weather is nice, we will go swimming. I need to check my email for important messages. I need to check my email for important messages. After 5 nights they are not salesmen. After 5 nights they are not salesmen. I'm going to the tennis courts. I'm going to the tennis courts. They can organize a charity event. They can organize a charity event. He started jogging every morning to improve his health. He started jogging every morning to improve his health. I enjoy learning about different cultures. I enjoy learning about different cultures. They believe in ghosts. They believe in ghosts. There may not be a lifeguard at dawn. There may not be a lifeguard at dawn. These are the famous desserts. These are the famous desserts. Will they not get along after 3 centuries? Will they not get along after 3 centuries? Although I was tired, I stayed up late to finish the book. Although I was tired, I stayed up late to finish the book. Our Wi-Fi connection is fast and free. Our Wi-Fi connection is fast and free. Does it open after 1 minute? Does it open after 1 minute? What time is it now? What time is it now? 4 friends are out for a night on the town. 4 friends are out for a night on the town. He should be at the airport by 6 p.m. He should be at the airport by 6 p.m. Unsuitable. Unsuitable. Was he running for the marathon before he hurt his ankle? Was he running for the marathon before he hurt his ankle? Couldn't you have shouted 5 days ago? Couldn't you have shouted 5 days ago? If it snowed, we would make a snowman. If it snowed, we would make a snowman. Don't they force? Don't they force? I need some sleep. I need some sleep. Can you come to the party tomorrow? Can you come to the party tomorrow? Don't you get organized often? Don't you get organized often? He has lived in London for 5 years. He has lived in London for 5 years. What food do you usually eat? What food do you usually eat? Can I watch TV? Can I watch TV? Weren't they often surgeons? Weren't they often surgeons? This exercise is easier than the previous one. This exercise is easier than the previous one. The message was ignored by him. The message was ignored by him. Can't always be a florist? Can't always be a florist? Do you know the person who lives in that house? Do you know the person who lives in that house? They want to visit their grandparents. They want to visit their grandparents. We can take it out. We can take it out. May not push. May not push. We used our own cars. We used our own cars. That plan. That plan. Should I do magic before? Should I do magic before? Climate change is a major cause for concern. Climate change is a major cause for concern. Extra fit and fair man is my favorite fare. Extra fit and fair man is my favorite fare. Keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. Colleague columnist? Colleague columnist? Can I wear it after 2 weeks? Can I wear it after 2 weeks? Could you please help me move this heavy desk? Could you please help me move this heavy desk? I eat apples while my father sleeps. I eat apples while my father sleeps. They envy your success. They envy your success. Why are you so angry with him? Why are you so angry with him? I won't want to go home. I won't want to go home. Let me help. Let me help. Ignored at noon. Ignored at noon. Can't I save? Can't I save? Our music has been carefully selected to create a relaxing atmosphere. Our music has been carefully selected to create a relaxing atmosphere. They don't watch TV in the morning. They don't watch TV in the morning. Competitive. Competitive. There are 10 students in the school. There are 10 students in the school. The van is full of people. The van is full of people. My parents bought a new car. My parents bought a new car. You wouldn't be an occasional lawyer. You wouldn't be an occasional lawyer. Do they study English at school? Do they study English at school? Can't join after 4 months? Can't join after 4 months? He usually reads before going to bed. He usually reads before going to bed. She had her hair dyed by a professional stylist. She had her hair dyed by a professional stylist. I always study before exams. I always study before exams. I had an accident last night. I had an accident last night. We watch the sunset every evening. We watch the sunset every evening. Would normally attend. Would normally attend. He usually takes a shower in the morning. He usually takes a shower in the morning. Can you calculate how much money we have left after paying the bills? Can you calculate how much money we have left after paying the bills? Some of my favorite memories are from childhood. Some of my favorite memories are from childhood. It will not be displayed soon. It will not be displayed soon. He would replace it at 3 o'clock. He would replace it at 3 o'clock. Don't they call after 4 years? Don't they call after 4 years? Should we wash last year? Should we wash last year? Shouldn't there be a butcher every 2 weeks? Shouldn't there be a butcher every 2 weeks? Where did you walk? Where did you walk? I'm waiting weekly. I'm waiting weekly. I have to go to school. I have to go to school. The action plan was approved by the board of directors. The action plan was approved by the board of directors. Would send 10 years. Would send 10 years. He played the piano at the concert. He played the piano at the concert. We were saving money for our vacation. We were saving money for our vacation. Will you quietly ride a bunny? Will you quietly ride a bunny? The team that won the championship last year lost in the final this year. The team that won the championship last year lost in the final this year. He needed to buy food on the way home. He needed to buy food on the way home. After one evening cannot insist. After one evening cannot insist. He will retire when he turns 70. He will retire when he turns 70. I don't want to drink alcohol. I don't want to drink alcohol. Still not sure what to wear to the event. Still not sure what to wear to the event. Let's go to the cinema and watch a movie. Let's go to the cinema and watch a movie. Part of the meeting. Part of the meeting. Give birth. Give birth. Complaint. Complaint. I was not assumed in 5 seconds before. I was not assumed in 5 seconds before. We couldn't make the occasional window cleaner. We couldn't make the occasional window cleaner. She hopes to be accepted into a good university. She hopes to be accepted into a good university. Saving money is important. Saving money is important. Should he live? Should he live? Shouldn't he have preached at all? Shouldn't he have preached at all? Debt. Debt. We cleaned the house. We cleaned the house. They should not be set. They should not be set. Shouldn't it then? Shouldn't it then? I prefer winter to summer. I prefer winter to summer. Can they thrive at night? Can they thrive at night? I worked for a long time after school. I worked for a long time after school. Bullet. Bullet. I eat apples while my father sleeps. I eat apples while my father sleeps. He's already cooked dinner. He's already cooked dinner. What can I give you? What can I give you? My favorite place is White House. My favorite place is White House. They were listening to the radio and getting up. They were listening to the radio and getting up. He's cooking dinner. He's cooking dinner. Rarely is there a referee? Rarely is there a referee? I can't afford a new house. I can't afford a new house. His brothers are detectives. His brothers are detectives. He will start his new job next Monday. He will start his new job next Monday. Don't I always have to go? Don't I always have to go? You should practice speaking English every day. You should practice speaking English every day. I've been named Salesperson of the Month 3 times and won top sales awards several times. I've been named Salesperson of the Month 3 times and won top sales awards several times. What is the price? What is the price? Should not be a neurologist on a monthly basis. Should not be a neurologist on a monthly basis. Shouldn't we propose at noon? Shouldn't we propose at noon? Do you know people who do this? Do you ever? Do you know people who do this? Do you ever? She is knitting a scarf for her grandmother. She is knitting a scarf for her grandmother. Value. Value. We'll have dinner when he comes. We'll have dinner when he comes. I want to buy a new car but I'm not sure which one to choose. I want to buy a new car but I'm not sure which one to choose. They have to learn to swim. They have to learn to swim. She was trying on different outfits for a job interview. She was trying on different outfits for a job interview. Weren't they binding last year? Weren't they binding last year? Shouldn't it be removed every week? Shouldn't it be removed every week? He dreams of a better future. He dreams of a better future. I'm going on vacation next month. I'm going on vacation next month. Were there grandchildren interns? Were there grandchildren interns? They will donate money to charity. They will donate money to charity. How about trying a new recipe for dinner? How about trying a new recipe for dinner? We started, we hope to finish in 1 month. We started, we hope to finish in 1 month. Spending. Spending. I have a lot of experience in this field. I have a lot of experience in this field. We go to the gym 3 times a week. We go to the gym 3 times a week. In the winter we go skiing. In the winter we go skiing. Can learn. Can learn. We had already bought tickets when the concert was cancelled. We had already bought tickets when the concert was cancelled. Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? It has no nickel. It has no nickel. I don't destroy every day. I don't destroy every day. The coffee in this cafe is better than in the other place. The coffee in this cafe is better than in the other place. Let me speak. Let me speak. Confusion matrix. Confusion matrix. The train will depart at 9 o'clock this evening. The train will depart at 9 o'clock this evening. His colleague was a businessman. His colleague was a businessman. If you don't understand something, ask for help. If you don't understand something, ask for help. Was he jumping 4 days ago? Was he jumping 4 days ago? Can I leave the room please? Can I leave the room please? The house was sold at a high price. The house was sold at a high price. You should rest more. You should rest more. You prefer to stay at home. You prefer to stay at home. I am depressed. I am depressed. He has enough money to buy a new car. He has enough money to buy a new car. We were hiking on a mountain road. We were hiking on a mountain road. The decision was made by the committee. The decision was made by the committee. Ahead. Ahead. Next year I will do my master's in Australia. Next year I will do my master's in Australia. Where are you going? Where are you going? Can it move monthly? Can it move monthly? How much? How much? Give up. Give up. Have you ever been to Paris before your trip last year? Have you ever been to Paris before your trip last year? We paint the living room. We paint the living room. You will fix. You will fix. She danced in the ballet show. She danced in the ballet show. We'd be magicians in 4 seconds. We'd be magicians in 4 seconds. They lack motivation. They lack motivation. I bet I can find a girlfriend online. I bet I can find a girlfriend online. We do not experience. We do not experience. I finished reading the book. I finished reading the book. I have to go to the dentist for a checkup. I have to go to the dentist for a checkup. Can't always be a florist? Can't always be a florist? Shouldn't he be a playwright sometimes? Shouldn't he be a playwright sometimes? The legendary musician gave a concert to a large audience. The legendary musician gave a concert to a large audience. Who did you see? Who did you see? You shouldn't show it right away. You shouldn't show it right away. I shouldn't remember. I shouldn't remember. Whenever I feel stressed, I like to go for a walk to clear my mind. Whenever I feel stressed, I like to go for a walk to clear my mind. They were rehearsing for the school play. They were rehearsing for the school play. What is your final destination? What is your final destination? Added soon? Added soon? 4 afternoons must do engineering. 4 afternoons must do engineering. Your stepson was the CEO. Your stepson was the CEO. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous for tomorrow's exam. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous for tomorrow's exam. He has excellent communication skills. He has excellent communication skills. We will celebrate our anniversary in a fancy restaurant. We will celebrate our anniversary in a fancy restaurant. Can't they normally do science? Can't they normally do science? Was his wife a butcher? Was his wife a butcher? If I were a famous athlete, I would inspire others to play sports. If I were a famous athlete, I would inspire others to play sports. They were the effect. They were the effect. They can analyze at night. They can analyze at night. Glows in the twilight. Glows in the twilight. Were your relatives florists? Were your relatives florists? I'm going to the theater. I'm going to the theater. Can they take care of it every day? Can they take care of it every day? He studies for his exams in the evenings. He studies for his exams in the evenings. The sun is shining brightly on this beautiful day. The sun is shining brightly on this beautiful day. Will they come to the wedding? Will they come to the wedding? Can you appreciate? Can you appreciate? Don't they iron every day? Don't they iron every day? Is their uncle a cook? Is their uncle a cook? Let me know if you want to come. Let me know if you want to come. I have 2 cups of coffee. Would you like one? I have 2 cups of coffee. Would you like one? I can't take it out. I can't take it out. There hasn't been a dean for 5 weekends before. There hasn't been a dean for 5 weekends before. We could judge every day. We could judge every day. Are there stepson firefighters? Are there stepson firefighters? He will take a photo trip to the mountains. He will take a photo trip to the mountains. You will rarely be an artist. You will rarely be an artist. Not a weekly advocate? Not a weekly advocate? Phone is ringing. Phone is ringing. Have you visited the Louvre Museum before your trip to Paris? Have you visited the Louvre Museum before your trip to Paris? Would not clear 10 years. Would not clear 10 years. When we reach the summit, we have been hiking for 3 hours. When we reach the summit, we have been hiking for 3 hours. We can get injured after 5 minutes. We can get injured after 5 minutes. Was your stepmother a concierge? Was your stepmother a concierge? You will rarely become a physiologist. You will rarely become a physiologist. Fill out the performance Excel. Fill out the performance Excel. Did he always set it up? Did he always set it up? You will play video games. You will play video games. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. Can't you get a job? Can't you get a job? Could you decide? Could you decide? I should be a hematologist. I should be a hematologist. He should not drive after drinking alcohol. He should not drive after drinking alcohol. Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. I accept your invitation to the party. I accept your invitation to the party. Actually, I want to say good things about Tommy, but not good things. Actually, I want to say good things about Tommy, but not good things. Aren't we the announcers then? Aren't we the announcers then? Can never evolve. Can never evolve. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake. We need to go somewhere. We need to go somewhere. Overlap. Overlap. Where did you get that shirt? Asked. Where did you get that shirt? Asked. The differing opinions of the group members caused tension. The differing opinions of the group members caused tension. How melodious. How melodious. Such things are under my attention. Such things are under my attention. He could not guess. He could not guess. Wouldn't they have a job at dusk? Wouldn't they have a job at dusk? I study English every day. I study English every day. You can't trust others, you have to do it yourself. You can't trust others, you have to do it yourself. I could run faster than you 5 years ago. I could run faster than you 5 years ago. Don't come late to class. Don't come late to class. 2 weeks ago can trades be? 2 weeks ago can trades be? That explains it. That explains it. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. We are waiting for the bus. We are waiting for the bus. He is a photographer and takes great pictures. He is a photographer and takes great pictures. I wouldn't be able to grow after 3 centuries. I wouldn't be able to grow after 3 centuries. We must be honest with ourselves and others. We must be honest with ourselves and others. Sandwich stuffing. Sandwich stuffing. Our stepfather was a journalist. Our stepfather was a journalist. I'm going to watch a movie in English. I'm going to watch a movie in English. His sister is a lawyer. His sister is a lawyer. Accident. Accident. Whose friend is he? Whose friend is he? I am also good. I am also good. Will he agree every week? Will he agree every week? Your daughter was a registrar. Your daughter was a registrar. My father is a retired teacher. My father is a retired teacher. Aren't we the announcers then? Aren't we the announcers then? The legacy of the organization's founders remains strong. The legacy of the organization's founders remains strong. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Aware of the decision. Aware of the decision. He's cooking dinner for his family. He's cooking dinner for his family. Baby is sleeping. Baby is sleeping. Didn't they see you soon? Didn't they see you soon? Patient. Patient. Now you can take off your helmet. Now you can take off your helmet. They always go for a walk after dinner. They always go for a walk after dinner. I hope you get well soon. I hope you get well soon. My son came home yesterday. My son came home yesterday. Should I then become a midnight fabricator? Should I then become a midnight fabricator? I was writing letters to my grandparents. I was writing letters to my grandparents. He doesn't watch horror movies. He doesn't watch horror movies. They will be living in this city by the end of the year. They will be living in this city by the end of the year. Don't we usually do tailoring? Don't we usually do tailoring? What's wrong with Sam? What's wrong with Sam? I'm going to the park this afternoon. I'm going to the park this afternoon. Annoying. Annoying. He will graduate from university in June. He will graduate from university in June. Will I never be a politician? Will I never be a politician? Then at 3 in the morning we can get hurt. Then at 3 in the morning we can get hurt. We picnic in the summer. We picnic in the summer. He will come back to you. He will come back to you. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? May not suppress. May not suppress. Can I pay by credit card? Can I pay by credit card? What is your seat number? What is your seat number? The piano has been playing for hours. The piano has been playing for hours. You cannot do this. You cannot do this. I don't want to lose my machine for magazines. I don't want to lose my machine for magazines. His brothers were swimmers. His brothers were swimmers. Do you sell gift wrapping supplies? Do you sell gift wrapping supplies? This is a big dog. This is a big dog. I'll have to get a new bucket. I'll have to get a new bucket. We don't all agree. We don't all agree. Construction workers will build a new skyscraper. Construction workers will build a new skyscraper. We had a cat but it ran away. We had a cat but it ran away. What day was yesterday? What day was yesterday? Is his brother a geographer? Is his brother a geographer? Could you please pass me the remote? Could you please pass me the remote? You will be examined in 3 weeks. You will be examined in 3 weeks. Shouldn't we apply? Shouldn't we apply? We can't go to the beach today, can we? We can't go to the beach today, can we? Don't blame me. Don't blame me. I will go to the airport by bus. I will go to the airport by bus. Did he usually ride? Did he usually ride? His colleague is a linguist. His colleague is a linguist. He needs to learn to swim. He needs to learn to swim. 4 p.m. Why couldn't it? 4 p.m. Why couldn't it? Can you be responsible? Can you be responsible? Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? They won't open the package until they get the confirmation. They won't open the package until they get the confirmation. You can fly. You can fly. I'm cooking dinner for my family. I'm cooking dinner for my family. She's going to make a cake for her birthday. She's going to make a cake for her birthday. We lived in that house for 5 years. We lived in that house for 5 years. Shouldn't he derive 4 a.m. later? Shouldn't he derive 4 a.m. later? I've never seen him before. I've never seen him before. Was he not walking normally? Was he not walking normally? Text. Text. Although the company struggled, they managed to turn things around. Although the company struggled, they managed to turn things around. You don't become a weekly housewife. You don't become a weekly housewife. Do you like cooking? Do you like cooking? 2 weeks ago can trades be? 2 weeks ago can trades be? I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired. We stayed in a hotel during our vacation. We stayed in a hotel during our vacation. Will you quietly ride a bunny? Will you quietly ride a bunny? How often does he go for a run? How often does he go for a run? He likes to write poetry in his spare time. He likes to write poetry in his spare time. Have you destroyed it at 3 midnight before? Have you destroyed it at 3 midnight before? Can we get these files? Can we get these files? He joined a hiking group to explore nature. He joined a hiking group to explore nature. I looked at the city below and felt so small. I looked at the city below and felt so small. She drew a picture for her art class. She drew a picture for her art class. They rarely retire. They rarely retire. The restaurant will serve breakfast all day. The restaurant will serve breakfast all day. My son came home last night. My son came home last night. Where are you from? Where are you from? Was he practicing his lines before rehearsal? Was he practicing his lines before rehearsal? Can't they be business women in the night? Can't they be business women in the night? We have made significant progress since the beginning of the project. We have made significant progress since the beginning of the project. We were disembarked every day. We were disembarked every day. I'm typing on the computer. I'm typing on the computer. Then you can love 4 in the morning. Then you can love 4 in the morning. I will try to catch up with him. I will try to catch up with him. Learning English is easy. Learning English is easy. She will buy a new dress for the party. She will buy a new dress for the party. Can complain. Can complain. Did you see what was done? Did you see what was done? I burned myself while cooking dinner. I burned myself while cooking dinner. Was he preparing for a job interview before he got the call? Was he preparing for a job interview before he got the call? Did you drink coffee in Turkey? Did you drink coffee in Turkey? They had been married for 25 years before they decided to renew their vows. They had been married for 25 years before they decided to renew their vows. Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? Wouldn't he be a senator after a weekend? When the teacher asks a question, raise your hand to answer it. When the teacher asks a question, raise your hand to answer it. Can't be appreciated after 5 minutes? Can't be appreciated after 5 minutes? Is our aunt the interviewer? Is our aunt the interviewer? The concert lasted 2 hours. The concert lasted 2 hours. Was he rehearsing his presentation before the meeting? Was he rehearsing his presentation before the meeting? Baby is sleeping. Baby is sleeping. Then I have to talk. Then I have to talk. He is a personal trainer and helps people get in shape. He is a personal trainer and helps people get in shape. Those mountains are beautiful. Those mountains are beautiful. I'm going to the bar. I'm going to the bar. He gave me a present for my birthday. He gave me a present for my birthday. Sounds so complicated. Sounds so complicated. My sister watered the flowers. My sister watered the flowers. Children are building sand castles. Children are building sand castles. Sorry for being late. Sorry for being late. Aware of the decision. Aware of the decision. You are in front of me. You are in front of me. So do you know what you want to buy? So do you know what you want to buy? The practice of politics is a popular way to gain power. The practice of politics is a popular way to gain power. I won't have time to go on vacation earlier than next week. I won't have time to go on vacation earlier than next week. I wrote a letter to my pen pal. I wrote a letter to my pen pal. Did you sleep well? Did you sleep well? I don't notice anything special about the current state of things. I don't notice anything special about the current state of things. We watched a basketball game. We watched a basketball game. It didn't build 1 hour ago. It didn't build 1 hour ago. They age in the twilight. They age in the twilight. Is there any bread left in the bag? Is there any bread left in the bag? Our grandmother was a politician. Our grandmother was a politician. Am I a field worker? Am I a field worker? Was her mother-in-law the founder? Was her mother-in-law the founder? It is his responsibility to finish the project. It is his responsibility to finish the project. How long will you stay in the country? How long will you stay in the country? Digest. Digest. I was not a mechanic for 3 weekends before. I was not a mechanic for 3 weekends before. Then we can concentrate on 3 a.m. Then we can concentrate on 3 a.m. We were decorating the house for the holidays. We were decorating the house for the holidays. He enjoys playing video games in his spare time. He enjoys playing video games in his spare time. I completed the project on time. I completed the project on time. They still haven't come to the restaurant. They still haven't come to the restaurant. He will be training for 6 months when the race starts. He will be training for 6 months when the race starts. Cable of a monitor. Cable of a monitor. How many bikes are in the garage? How many bikes are in the garage? Who is Maria? Who is Maria? What a great party. What a great party. I have to go home. I have to go home. The project team will meet every day this week. The project team will meet every day this week. If I had more time, I would learn to play the guitar. If I had more time, I would learn to play the guitar. Will they wear it after 5 years? Will they wear it after 5 years? Do you have anything to declare? Do you have anything to declare? Last year they keep. Last year they keep. I can leave you if you want. I can leave you if you want. Are her siblings nurses? Are her siblings nurses? Not applicable. Not applicable. We stayed in a hotel during our vacation. We stayed in a hotel during our vacation. She was practicing yoga poses in the living room. She was practicing yoga poses in the living room. Subtract. Subtract. Our half-brother is the principal. Our half-brother is the principal. Dash super kids Dennis love donkeys, donkey toys. Dash super kids Dennis love donkeys, donkey toys. Our menu is priced to offer great value. Our menu is priced to offer great value. He will be participating in a marathon next month. He will be participating in a marathon next month. You wrestled monthly. You wrestled monthly. Can't lie at sunrise? Can't lie at sunrise? I have to take a shower before going out. I have to take a shower before going out. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Is my brother-in-law an officer? Is my brother-in-law an officer? Your daughter was an anthropologist. Your daughter was an anthropologist. It was a beautiful day out of the office. It was a beautiful day out of the office. Did you walk? Did you walk? Can't you wash next year? Can't you wash next year? If he spoke Spanish, he would work as a translator. If he spoke Spanish, he would work as a translator. Is there enough space in the car for all luggage? Is there enough space in the car for all luggage? I can remember every week. I can remember every week. Will it then stop at 3 a.m.? Will it then stop at 3 a.m.? Will we allow? Will we allow? They answer my silence. They answer my silence. I am a nurse and I help people who are sick. I am a nurse and I help people who are sick. I have enough energy to finish the race. I have enough energy to finish the race. Was not suspicious. Was not suspicious. Do you have gluten-free options for snacks? Do you have gluten-free options for snacks? Why didn't you finish your lessons? Why didn't you finish your lessons? What a beautiful city. What a beautiful city. Any fresh fish today? Any fresh fish today? Isn't it encouraged every week? Isn't it encouraged every week? Will we allow? Will we allow? We are ahead of schedule. We are ahead of schedule. They can finish the project ahead of schedule. They can finish the project ahead of schedule. Elephants are the largest land animals. Elephants are the largest land animals. He is playing the guitar. He is playing the guitar. Not convinced. Not convinced. When I spoke to their previous manager, they said the same thing. When I spoke to their previous manager, they said the same thing. I had already packed my bags before the taxi arrived. I had already packed my bags before the taxi arrived. Must be challenged. Must be challenged. The boy with glasses is the class president. The boy with glasses is the class president. We can throw a party at my house. We can throw a party at my house. I have to skip the other meeting, thanks. I have to skip the other meeting, thanks. The dog dug a hole in the backyard. The dog dug a hole in the backyard. Are we in demand? Are we in demand? I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do. Would it go forward? Would it go forward? How can I go there? How can I go there? How many languages did you speak last year? How many languages did you speak last year? We have a meeting in an hour. We have a meeting in an hour. He couldn't find his car keys. He couldn't find his car keys. I will start my new job next month. I will start my new job next month. Rude. Rude. Has your spouse collected donations? Has your spouse collected donations? The shuttle departs to the airport at 7 a.m. The shuttle departs to the airport at 7 a.m. Stand for. Stand for. It seems you left me no choice. It seems you left me no choice. He was playing tennis on the local court. He was playing tennis on the local court. He wants to adopt a pet. He wants to adopt a pet. Received a new phone and it has a lot of features. Received a new phone and it has a lot of features. You should be hopeful. You should be hopeful. It is mentioned at noon. It is mentioned at noon. Will you come to the party? Will you come to the party? Vaccine. Vaccine. Will the noon challenge? Will the noon challenge? He sang a song. He sang a song. Do you feel? Do you feel? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Expiration date. Expiration date. Those birds sing very well. Those birds sing very well. She was trying on different outfits for a job interview. She was trying on different outfits for a job interview. Are you the monthly warrior? Are you the monthly warrior? The smell of freshly brewed coffee woke me up. The smell of freshly brewed coffee woke me up. Were his brothers surgeons? Were his brothers surgeons? Are you traveling for business or pleasure? Are you traveling for business or pleasure? What should I do? What should I do? Not yelling after 2 weeks? Not yelling after 2 weeks? His cousins were nutritionists. His cousins were nutritionists. They want to learn to play the guitar. They want to learn to play the guitar. Can you tell me when the next bus will arrive? Can you tell me when the next bus will arrive? He is working on a draft of the novel. He is working on a draft of the novel. Mary will realize this. Mary will realize this. Won't you get better every day? Won't you get better every day? Do we count? Do we count? They held a fundraising event to support a local charity. They held a fundraising event to support a local charity. Member of a book club. Member of a book club. My car broke down this morning. My car broke down this morning. Wouldn't they normally argue? Wouldn't they normally argue? Is there a pharmacy nearby? Is there a pharmacy nearby? Environmental issues are becoming more important than ever. Environmental issues are becoming more important than ever. Lack of direction. Lack of direction. Wouldn't we challenge? Wouldn't we challenge? The message was delivered by the courier. The message was delivered by the courier. 1-hour double rooms cost $120 per night. 1-hour double rooms cost $120 per night. Prices in this store are very high. Prices in this store are very high. We go to school by bus. We go to school by bus. Previously associated. Previously associated. What do you think about removing carbon in car technologies? What do you think about removing carbon in car technologies? I am studying for the language proficiency test. I am studying for the language proficiency test. Will he listen? Will he listen? It seems you left me no choice. It seems you left me no choice. Future. Future. His brother-in-law was a nutritionist. His brother-in-law was a nutritionist. Can I ask for some help? Can I ask for some help? Will we not save? Will we not save? The dog barked loudly when the postman arrived. The dog barked loudly when the postman arrived. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. They cleaned the house together. They cleaned the house together. Who has a bike in the garage? Who has a bike in the garage? Car red. Car red. She said to him, please help me carry these bags. She said to him, please help me carry these bags. Rarely miss? Rarely miss? Did he calculate it the night before? Did he calculate it the night before? Minute. Minute. Company management is responsible for this decision. Company management is responsible for this decision. Generous. Generous. I didn't care every day. I didn't care every day. Was your wife a waiter? Was your wife a waiter? They walked to school together. They walked to school together. I'm sorry I missed him. I'm sorry I missed him. This is John's book. This is John's book. Didn't he go to jail often? Didn't he go to jail often? They play basketball on the weekends. They play basketball on the weekends. Shouldn't he be a banker often? Shouldn't he be a banker often? I am sure he will be very successful. I am sure he will be very successful. He told me I can swim. He told me I can swim. For I need a new bottle of water. For I need a new bottle of water. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. My sister took the photo. My sister took the photo. Can I have some privacy? Can I have some privacy? Wouldn't he yell now? Wouldn't he yell now? This is the biggest pizza I've ever seen. This is the biggest pizza I've ever seen. We were looking for a new flat. We were looking for a new flat. I couldn't be in the twilight. I couldn't be in the twilight. Do you usually feed? Do you usually feed? My relatives were pediatricians. My relatives were pediatricians. We went to eat ice cream after the beach. We went to eat ice cream after the beach. Have to propose soon? Have to propose soon? Can you repeat please? Can you repeat please? May not drink. May not drink. The team had been practicing their dance routines for weeks and were ready to compete. The team had been practicing their dance routines for weeks and were ready to compete. We are watching a movie tonight. We are watching a movie tonight. Will they not get along after 3 centuries? Will they not get along after 3 centuries? Can you spell your name? Can you spell your name? Can you race the car driver at sunrise? Can you race the car driver at sunrise? Do you have $22? Do you have $22? The letter was written in English. The letter was written in English. They missed the deadline, so they had to face the consequences. They missed the deadline, so they had to face the consequences. Class starts exactly at 9 a.m. Class starts exactly at 9 a.m. Can I replace this product with a different color? Can I replace this product with a different color? I was studying for my exams yesterday. I was studying for my exams yesterday. The company will expand its operations. The company will expand its operations. He's going to cook for us tonight. He's going to cook for us tonight. I'm feeling nauseous. I'm feeling nauseous. Sam has the least grapes. Sam has the least grapes. We visited the museum on Sunday. We visited the museum on Sunday. Can I borrow your pen for a minute? Can I borrow your pen for a minute? Have you ever had a ready meal? Have you ever had a ready meal? He was painting in art class. He was painting in art class. He said to his friend, I will study abroad next semester. He said to his friend, I will study abroad next semester. You can cook. You can cook. Would it be suitable at dusk? Would it be suitable at dusk? I have some apples in the fridge. I have some apples in the fridge. Do they get old by noon? Do they get old by noon? Is there a restaurant nearby? Is there a restaurant nearby? Let's see when the movie will start. Let's see when the movie will start. I could sense that he was lying about where he was. I could sense that he was lying about where he was. I'm going to the golf course. I'm going to the golf course. Develop competence. Develop competence. You were off next year. You were off next year. He would become a manager one day. He would become a manager one day. There is always a risk that the company you invest in will go bankrupt. There is always a risk that the company you invest in will go bankrupt. Confidently. Confidently. They told us, we have finished our project. They told us, we have finished our project. Do we have a red bag? Do we have a red bag? How many brothers and sisters does Robinson have? How many brothers and sisters does Robinson have? You should get this. You should get this. Could not be born. Could not be born. How much? How much? Can't we wrestle often? Can't we wrestle often? We like to watch movies, they said. We like to watch movies, they said. My bag was stolen. My bag was stolen. Didn't they appear a month ago? Didn't they appear a month ago? Was your stepmother a concierge? Was your stepmother a concierge? He came to the meeting first. He came to the meeting first. Monthly may fail. Monthly may fail. Will it continue at sunrise? Will it continue at sunrise? Do you mean this? Do you mean this? Sometimes I don't have lunch. Sometimes I don't have lunch. How many students are in your class? How many students are in your class? He wasn't going to give up after 2 hours. He wasn't going to give up after 2 hours. My lamp is broken. My lamp is broken. We were washing. We were washing. They were not measured 5 hours ago. They were not measured 5 hours ago. Our cousins are designers. Our cousins are designers. The baby ate himself with a spoon. The baby ate himself with a spoon. I felt rejected. I felt rejected. Am I not occupying? Am I not occupying? May not be a negotiator now. May not be a negotiator now. You will be connected at dusk. You will be connected at dusk. He may come. He may come. So look, you live alone. So look, you live alone. He was never a sculptor. He was never a sculptor. Aforementioned. Aforementioned. Where is my phone? Where is my phone? I will check the doctor. Thank you. I will check the doctor. Thank you. Her mother-in-law is a virologist. Her mother-in-law is a virologist. Would measure. Would measure. Doesn't he need to fix it? Doesn't he need to fix it? You will use. You will use. Do you like football? Do you like football? This kindness touched my heart. This kindness touched my heart. When we reach the beach, we will be driving for 4 hours. When we reach the beach, we will be driving for 4 hours. Do you want coffee? Do you want coffee? You can't shout. You can't shout. How much does a gallon of milk cost? How much does a gallon of milk cost? The elephant is the largest land animal. The elephant is the largest land animal. We could score. We could score. The peak of his career was in the 1990s. The peak of his career was in the 1990s. In 5 years I will be teaching English in Japan. In 5 years I will be teaching English in Japan. Bargain. Bargain. The musicians will compose new songs for their album. The musicians will compose new songs for their album. We go jogging in the morning. We go jogging in the morning. Cave. Cave. They should not tell our secret to anyone. They should not tell our secret to anyone. I should marry. I should marry. After 5 weekends, they were going to play the lead role. After 5 weekends, they were going to play the lead role. Not every year. Not every year. He should have completed the task by now. He should have completed the task by now. Can I order products for home delivery? Can I order products for home delivery? Where can I find canned peaches? Where can I find canned peaches? They have traveled to Europe several times. They have traveled to Europe several times. Do you attack? Do you attack? Swipe all your other photos while showing only one. Swipe all your other photos while showing only one. Despite criticism, the artist remained true to his style. Despite criticism, the artist remained true to his style. He has been working on the project since last Monday. He has been working on the project since last Monday. His wife is the vocalist. His wife is the vocalist. His nephew was the manager. His nephew was the manager. Can't make it after a year? Can't make it after a year? They played video games all night. They played video games all night. Why are you going to the gym? Because I want to stay in shape. Why are you going to the gym? Because I want to stay in shape.